why there'd be a random filter up there. If for some reason this doesn't work, if the excitation and emission wavelengths are too close, we can just swap out the excitation wavelength.
Right.
All right, so there. So now you got the excitation set up, you got the emission set up. The power has all been off through this whole purpose because we don't want to. The most important thing is to not have the power on while this is open, because if you open up, it's exposed to this light and it'll blow out. Okay, so now, oh, you're gonna actually have to look at the computer screen. I'll disagree with the ergonomic setup that you guys have here. So now, you got the power on the computer, these instruments are off. You want to turn on the air for the back. Okay, and if you check the regulator, it should be vaguely where the blue dot is, but clearly it's above the blue dot, and it'll probably be just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it seems to be at max power, max pressure.
I don't think it's pressurized. Is no.
No, I think it is. If we, yeah, I mean, I feel like that's hit max pressure already.
Max at all? Is it soon?
Yeah, because if it were low, it would be down here.
Oh yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, you have the pressure on. Great. Now you want to turn on this part first.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pro data part. Okay, and give it just a few seconds. Now the weird thing about the software is that when the red lights are flashing, that's good. Which normally you would think red lights flashing is bad, but that's actually what you do want is red lights flashing. So this is now the green is powered up. Now you can go to the software and you want to turn on Pro Data SX. So just go over and click on that. Okay. Now you can see the lights are flashing.
Yep.
That means that it's communicating with the system. So the first thing we're going to do is fill this up and rinse it. Okay. So luckily you've got two syringes of. With one syringe of water, you should get 2 syringes of water here. Great. And so the best way to do it is obviously get any air bubbles out that you can first. Oh, we had paper towels here. You did bring some more? Okay. Yeah, great. So, yeah, I usually make sure I get as many air bubbles out as you can. Put it up here, and you can do the same with the other one. Yeah, it's probably pretty good. Right there. Now, when the this is an important part for the video here, so I'll show you. Guys, also the broken glove probably not very useful.
Yeah, it's a program.
All right. So this is then an important part. When these arrows are pointed horizontally, then these syringes, so we're going to call these reservoirs at the top, okay? These syringes are connected straight to the reservoirs. So I can move this up and down, and I'm just moving liquid between the lower syringe and the upper reservoir.
Oh.
And you can see I can do this to help get air bubbles out, right?
Yeah.
So no air bubbles there. And now when I close it, it connects to the regular flow system. So why don't you do this side? So you want to keep it. So you want to keep it in the open position. Now you can use that, push it up, and you kind of have to give it a little guidance with that as well. So push it up, down, all the way up. Oh, you're not going all the way up.
Okay.
Watch this, go all the way up. There you go, because that's where the air bubble is going to get stuck.
Okay.
So do that. There you go. Now pull it all the way down. And when you're done, now you can turn that lever so it's facing you. And now they're all ready to mix together, go through the system, and hopefully get expelled as waste. So now in order to do that, you've already learned through the software that what you're going to want to do is first you got to come up here. You see where it says trigger? You want to switch that to external. So go turn trigger to external. There you go. And then usually if we're doing relatively fast measurements, you also want to trigger pressure hold. Now that, I don't think it makes a difference when we're just cleaning it out, but still get it set up in advance. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do like maybe 5 shots to just blow liquid out. So you're just gonna start by hitting drive once. You can see what happens. Yeah. So it empties and then it drives. There you go. And now you can do, let's do 4 more drives. Just click drive 4 times in rapid precision. Oh, that was 1. So what you can do is you can actually
Yeah.
click it, do it 1 more time there. There you go. Okay, so we got the air out. So it usually takes 3 to 4 drives to get all through. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this. If you listen, because the mouse is quiet, I'm going to click, 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 click.
Okay.
All right, so we'll hear what. So I did 3 clicks, and it's going to remember.
Okay.
I see.
There. So it did that, and that's, yeah, this is getting all nasty here. Hopefully, the more we've cleaned it, the better it will get, because I don't like the fact that it's getting wet down here. So when we actually do our experiments,
Yeah.
we'll have to have someone holding this.
Yeah, sure.
So we're not making a big mess. So now, let's get the optical parameters set up. So
Right.
what you'll do is you'll come up here, and the first thing you want to do is, turn on the photomultiplier, the power source, which has got power in the back. It's got 2 powers. First one just turns it on.
Yep.
Okay.
Turn on.
And then it can be 0, 1, and I have no idea what T is, but you just put it on 1 to turn it on. So you're going to turn it on. Okay, and then you can see here a dial of how much power you want to come through.
Right.
I don't see any reason not to use basically max power. That's what we always do. Maybe there's an application which you don't want max power.
Okay.
So now light's going to come through, but now the photomultiplier tube needs to be turned on. So right now you see you have no signal.
Yeah.
So if you click those 3 dots there, and you can change that number then.
Yeah.
You can't change it there, you have to click the 3 dots to the right.
Okay.
And if you change that to 300, that's usually a great starting point.
Oops. What is that?
Yeah.
300, right?
Yep. Alright, and you have to click OK to make it work. There, and now you can see
Signal.
that the signal has gone up. Okay? Now this is a little bit on the high side. I'm a little bit worried that our excitation and emission are too close, but we'll go. How about this? How about we switch it right now?
Achha, does this power bleach any like fluorescence protein?
Yeah, it does, but
Oh, I see.
but frankly, it's not very much. And this is we're
Okay.
usually collecting over a period of 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not that big. So how about let's switch this out for the 490 light, because I think that number is usually not that high. And I think this is going to add more noise.
Okay.
So
We can change
yeah.
it.
So what you can do is let's
Switch off the-
first turn it off. Turn the if you go up those 3 dots to the right and take it to 0.
Then okay.
Okay. And now you can turn this power off. Turn it off from the front first. And now turn it off in the back just to be safe. Now you're gonna disconnect this like you did before, and we'll give you the 490. Oh, rats! All right, you gotta come up with a better storage system.
Sure.
Alright.
So we're not using right now, so maybe we have to place somewhere.
Yeah. That I think that's okay, because I think the only one you're really gonna use is the one that's attached.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the 490. So go ahead and take the 505 out.
Filter?
Just the excitation. Just the excitation, because I think it would have been better if you had a 535 emission filter, but for some reason that doesn't seem to be here. I don't know why.
So we need to order.
Or just never use it.
Open this one.
Yeah, so you disconnect from there. There, and then you can swap out the everything. Now, when we put this one in and we turn the power on, instead of having a reading of about 5 to 7, it should be closer to 2 to 3.
Is it 490?
Yes. But you
So
double check the cable.
Yeah.
Where is the marking?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There.
Cool.
ছেড়ো না আমার ছাড়তে নেই
Mm.
Good. Good. Now you can turn it on the back, turn it on the front. Now, when you go up and turn on the voltage for the PMT tube,
Yeah.
yep. Yeah, I'd suggest you guys come up with a better system.
Yeah.
How you have everything.
So it's 300?
If you start at 300.
it's still
It's
5
still high.
yeah
All right. Well, we'll go with what we got here. Maybe there's a little error in the system still, but we'll be okay. All right. So now, let's set this up to do your experiment. So the first thing you need to do is open up the data folder where all the data is going to be set. So what you want to do is you want to come up to that thing with the magnifying glass and that one. Okay, and this is going to be called like data viewer. And if you pull it over this way a little bit, just so it's not blocking.
Oh.
There you go. Here, I'll just move you guys here. And just like that, and then we just give ourselves a little space here. Move this over. There you go. Yeah, this is, I gotta say, this is really hard to have the computer monitor so far away from the mouse. But what you're gonna wanna do now is dedicate a folder for your data.
Yeah.
So if you just click the up,
Yeah.
yeah, go on up because this is clearly somewhere else. And maybe, so I can tell you that this is users documents my data Jan, who's an old lab member. So click up one more time. And now this should be easier. There you go. So now let's make you your own folder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You must have cap locks on. Okay. I hit return. Okay, there you go. Now, double click on Nadim to open it up. Oh, you're not on the folder, you're on the name. Okay. Oh, well, then maybe just click make new folder when you're on that. So make another new folder. Oh man. All right, let me see how this is. Normally what you do is. There. New folder, and then today's date is
Yeah.
230627.
Yeah. 06. Yeah.
Right, and then what I usually do is I'll do something like a descriptor. What is this? I glue 3?
Yeah.
I glue 3. There. So now you've got that, and now if you press this weird button to the left, the arrow down, I have no idea why they use icons that make no sense.
Okay.
That is set this as the working directory. So go click on that. There you go.